Hey everyone, welcome back to my Coding My Own Tech Startup series. And this is a quick video in which I'm going to answer a very important question I received today. And the question is from Quick Care on my channel. And the question is, dear sir, how can I know all the things I should do to have an IT startup? I know that you are teaching us, but I want to know which product I should use and when. And for example, how did you get to know that Draw SQL app exists? How do you find out which tools you need? How do you know the needed requirements? Okay, so let's try to answer this question. Well, if you're asking that how did I know and how do I know and why do I know all these things, then it's experience. Based upon my experience over that time, I came to know about all these things. This is not something you can learn in just one night in one day. You can if you have correct resources, but I have learned all these things over that time, experience and while working on so many projects. So but for you, what I can do one thing, that I can list all those things which are necessary or essential in order to make or in order to work on a startup, or in order to work on any production level project or enterprise project. So I can list all those things, and then you can take help from that video or the particular list. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Quickly, I can tell you about I can tell you about few tools which I use very frequently in order to work on my own project. So first tool I use for the project management, that is like one of my most favorite tool, and I like it a lot, and it's called Linear. But I'm not sure, but most probably it's available only for Mac. So if you're on Mac, then you can use this tool. Again, the name is Linear, and I will put the link in the description. And this Linear tool you use to manage your workflow, to manage your to-do, your ideas, your task, your in the progress task, the task you have done, the task you want to cancel, the task you want to do, the task you want to do in the future. And as soon as you will assign some ideas or task in your project in this particular application, it will be having a percentage of, like, you have to give the start date and the end date, and then based upon the number of tasks, it will calculate how much percentage of your project has already been completed or still not completed. So this will tell you in percentage, like 12% of it of your project is done, or the 50% or the 90%, and it will be having a nice graph which will tell you like how you worked uh, over the past few months or weeks. So this is a great tool in my opinion, and you can add your team members, you can make a team, you can collaborate with other people, and they can also assign you tasks, they can add tasks, they can perform in your project management. So in one line, it is the best project management or the product or development tool I have ever used, and every single day I am using it for both, for my work, for my full-time job, and for my startup also. So I am using it for both, and it's great.
Hey everyone, so this is the software I was talking about called Linear, and I use this software to track my project progress or to manage my project. Basically, as all of you know that I'm working on my startup called Feedback, called Review Me, and this is the linear interface for Review Me project. Here you can change the view, whether it should be card view or should be a list view, and then from here you can add your project, and you can add issues. Like I have added few issues like design database tables and relationships. You click on it, you can add title, you can add description, you can add sub issues, you can assign this to a team member. As of now, I'm the only team member because I'm working alone. And here you can see the status is backlog means the idea you want to work on, you will be working on, not as of now, or it's just an idea in the back of the mind. And to do, in progress, in review, done, cancel, priority, urgent, high, medium, low, and then it will sort the list based upon the priority. Assigning, you can say it assigned to me. Label, whether it is a bug or feature or improvement. And You can add a sub project also to this. Basically, you can select feedback. Okay, so now this is an issue on feedback project. Design database supply for the app components. Basically, if you want to add a new backlog, you can go here. You can add like testing backlog called idea, or you can say I'm testing this. Priority high is to do. So I need change feature and create issue. So you have created an issue. So go to here, test the issue. This is the issue you have created. Okay. So now let's delete it. You can delete the issue mostly from here. Yeah. And if you are having other team members in this project, then they will get updated in real time. So that's how you can use it. You can select the card view. This is the card view. Then you can track the project, feedback, the status, project lead, members, teams, start date, target date, subscribe, favorite, copy link, spot issues, CSV, open project and all. It's this view and this updates. Okay, so all these things you can do with this linear app. So this is a very much good and nice app for project management.
Second tool I use to design my database models and schemas, Draw SQL. It's not a very much like great tool with so many flexible features or function, but yeah, it is kind of okay because you can draw tables, you can draw relationships between them, and you can make them visualize. Because I'm a visual person, so I like to see things on the paper, on the screen. I like to see the colorful things. So this Draw SQL application will give you so many colorful tables and relationship. You can add column, you can delete a column, you can add as many as many tables as you want to add. So it is completely flexible. And it's good to use if you want to design a simple SQL schema or maybe a very complex SQL schema. So you have to zoom in and zoom out if you are like as your database schema grow up basically. So that the second tool I use for my workflow.
Hey everyone, so this is our video for the startup coding my own tech startup series in 2023. So this video is going to be part of that video. So I was just trying to design the database for the initial prototype version, which I'm going to release very soon. So this database I was trying to design for the prototype version only. So as of now, I'm able to design like this much of database. I have few tables like in invoices, feedback items, users, feedback, restaurant items, and restaurants. Because as of now, I'm planning to make the prototype version for the restaurants and cafes only. So keeping that in my mind, I have decided to design this kind of database schema. So I just wanted to share this video with you, so I'm recording it and let's talk about it. So first I decided this table called items table, and this items tables basically having things like item table will be having many items in a table, basically like name, and the one single row of the table will be having a column like name, price, ingredients, order count, discount, and feedback, and belongs to the restaurant, like to which restaurant it belongs, ID of that restaurant basically. So an item can have a name, can have price, can have ingredient. This has to be a like comma separated string, so like array of string. So we will save it as a like comma separated string in database, or maybe we can change to this like JSON blob. Maybe like we can go here, we can change this. So I think this is fine. So we can save JSON data to it. Order count will be I thought of our order count to calculate the popularity of the particular item. The more order count will become, the more popularity basically we can measure or count of this application. So then discount, what kind of discount we are giving a particular item. So a particular restaurant can give a discount on a particular item. We can give discount for all of the items, or we can give discount for a particular item. So when we will be generating invoices, so that whatever item, if a single item will be having a discount on it, so our system will fetch it automatically. We don't have to add on it based upon the code we will write. Then feedback, this feedback column has to be connected with a complete feedback table, which will be having like 8 more columns. Feedback table, basically this one item can have many feedback, but one feedback belongs to a single item only, because of one single feedback. Like if we are giving a feedback for a coffee, so that feedback given for the coffee cannot be applied to the cake basically. So items can have many feedbacks, and feedback can have one just single item. Then definitely like we want to know like who gave that feedback. So in the feedback table, feedbacks items table, we are having user ID in order to attach who gave this feedback. So the relationship are working like one item can have many feedback, and one single feedback can have one single user, because it has to belong to user. One feedback cannot belongs to many users, just one user, but one user can have many feedback. So it is a one-to-many relationship. It is also one-to-many relationship. As of now, user having email name, email feedback giving count. Based upon that, we can rate a user like how frequently that user is giving feedback. Kind of like more rewards we can present to that user. Then we are having again, because as of now we can rate, we can give feedback for an item, we can give feedback for a restaurant. So an item belongs to feedback items, same as a restaurant belongs to a feedback restaurant. So we are having a table called restaurant name, location, type, menu items. Menu items has to be JSON blob. Yeah, it has to be a kind of like array of items, or the complete big JSON data blob of data. Feedback, basically what kind of feedback people are giving for this particular restaurant. We can fetch it from here. It has a restaurant ID. Yeah, it is having restaurant ID. I don't think we need it. Yeah, we need it, I think. So it is having one restaurant can have many feedback. One feedback can have one restaurant only. Yeah. So feedback restaurant, we have the ID, restaurant ID, which we can like this feedback belongs to which restaurant, so we can get it. Then expensiveness, service, location, interior wise, payment mode, availability, stock behave, user ID, like who gave this feedback. So again, we have to connect it with the user. So shit. Yeah, you have to connect it with user again. So we are connecting user with the feedback items and feedback restaurants. And then there is the invoice table. As of now I have created. Definitely there are more tables I have to add. As what the hell is this? Yeah, I'm not used to use this app. So the more functionality we'll be adding, the more table will be there. So last table for today, our invoice table? No. Okay, if I do this, so zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, fine, yeah. Then we are having an invoice table. So invoice table having a user ID, like this invoice belongs to which user, belongs to which restaurant, of course we need to know that somehow, and what kind of items were added for this particular invoice. So it belongs to definitely the array of items, and that array of items will be having an ID of all the items from here. So we can say maybe this, like one invoice can have many items, so many to one invoice can have many items. And created, updated, I have to add these created, add and updated add columns to here also. So then this having total amount and discounted amount, and maybe we can have tax or GST and other entries we can add. But as of now, I did this only. So yeah. So okay, as I already told you, this app is going to be very much difficult in terms of functionality. It looks simple, but it is difficult. So as of now, I have created a very simple database design and schema, but it started looking difficult already. So as this application will grow, database structure will become more and more complex, and I'm pretty much sure about it. So as like when I'll be adding more tables to it, more relationships to it, I will be recording it again, and most probably next time I'll be doing it live with you guys. So yeah, see you in the next video. This was a quick short video to update you with my database design, like what I'm doing as of now with this. So yeah, see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.
Third, I use Postman. A Postman is a tool, and I think many of you, or I think almost every one of you, is knowing already about the Postman tool. Postman tool is something which we use to test our APIs, whether it is a REST API and whether it is a GraphQL API. So I use Postman very often. Todoist is an application most probably available for Mac and Windows both. That in this application you can make a simple to-do list which you can use in your day-to-day life based upon your work and your busy schedule. So then you can synchronize or you can merge your Todoist application with the Linear application. Linear is not a to-do application. Linear is, of course, you can add to do in the Linear, but Linear is completely different from the Todoist. Linear is a product development tool or project management tool. Todoist is a to do application. It's a simple to do application with so many advanced features. You can collaborate with other people, you can add other people, or you can assign tasks to them. Meaning you can use it as your kind of product development tool, but I don't do that. I use Linear for that. So Todoist is just a simple to-do application for me, which I use to manage all of my to-dos on a daily basis. So till now I have told you about Linear, Draw SQL, Postman, and Todoist. Fifth tool, it's a web app, and I think the desktop application is also available. So the fifth tool I use is draw.io. You say, I don't know whether it is draw.io or draw.io, but it is something like that. So I'll put link in the description. So draw.io is an application which you can use to draw anything related to software development cycle or related to software engineering. No matter what kind of a diagram or what kind of flow structure, flow diagram or data supply model or data model, entity diagram, UML diagram, whatever you want to draw with blocks and lines and names, you can. And it's a great tool. Again, I use it almost daily, every single day. So draw.io is really great tool to draw things using blocks. So if you like if you like to draw your data structure or your data supply model or your application flow, screen flow using colorful blocks, you can use it. It's a great tool. So the five tools basically I told you as of now. Six tool I use Canva for all of my YouTube stuff. I make animated YouTube videos, I make thumbnails, and I make my cover images, I make logos, every single thing I use Canva. I have a like subscription of Canva, the pro subscription, but even if it's free you can do a lot with it. So Canva. So again, let me combine all these six tools is Linear, Postman, Todoist, DrawSQL, Draw.io, and Canva. So as of now, on the daily basis, these six tools I am using every single day in order to manage my workflow.